Okay, can folks hear me now? Okay, I think we've got it. Victory is ours. I don't know why you can't hear me, Chris, but they can hear me, and that's what matters. I don't know. It erased the audio input capture, but we're good now. It's only taken 20 minutes. We can start the stream. Hooray! Victory is ours. Hello! This is my island. We're touring as Grog. I couldn't find Grog face tattoos, so we're covered in blood. Yeah, Chris is in the same room. He doesn't need to hear me. My island is finally finished, which is super exciting. It's taken a while. This is, I think, the third iteration of my island. Before I decided to do a Critical Role one. And there's been lots of work, but it's done, and I'm very excited. And I'm just checking, there's a bunch of people who are messaging me going, hey, we can't hear you. I know. Okay. So, this is the entrance. Welcome to the entrance of my island. It's just kind of foresty, and then one of the first things you see are these awesome designs that were not done by me. I did very little of the actual, like, custom coding because I am not artistic. And my little webcam frame is in the way. So let's move it there. So we got the 99 on the bottom, and then the box marketer, and then at the top are a bunch of NPCs. So there's Kima and Allura, Gilmore, Pumat Prime and the Pumats, Essek, Avantika, and Rainy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The codes were done by, on Twitter, Kat of Valkyrie, K-A-T of Valkyrie. I'll chuck her code up in a moment. I'll go into the store so that we can see all the codes. But I've kept sort of some of my gothy theme because my last iteration of this island was gothy. Oh, well, you were in the room with me, Chris. You don't really need to hear. So this is the Invulnerable Vagrant, which I've done up with a bunch of Critical Role match. So we got a bunch of the t-shirts. There's a couple that aren't like actual Critical Role merch, like this t-shirt that says Sad Wizard Vibes. I just like it. It says Sad Wizard Vibes. That's an Orphan Maker shirt, and the Vecna shirt, and the Gilmore shirt. This hoodie is now officially merch. Hooray! We got some Travelicon stuff. And some hats, and then the Pumats obviously are working here. And then behind the Invulnerable Vagrant we have Gilmore's, which I've gone for a much more like magic shop vibe. So we've got some armor, and then some jewelry, and a magic book, and some mage booties, and some robes, and of course a magic set, because magic set. And I could totally see Gilmore relaxing on this chair. So I'll give you a quick look at the map. So, I have 4 houses. Because I wanted to do different houses with different things. And then my villages, each of the villages has a different reason that they're on the island. So Marshall is my sprinkle. Lucky is my favorite Animal Crossing villager, but he's also my nugget. Then we've got Patty for the Cows and Consequences section. Octavian is my octopus pumpkin. Molly, because they're named Molly, but also a duck for Quackthulhu. Yeah, Raymond. That's Nox, who's there for the chicken part of the mansion. Tangy is my Fremkin. Rattle is there for the Nergalith from the very start of the Mighty Nine. Raymond, who I found randomly and just can't seem to bring myself to get rid of. And then Grizzly is my Trinket. My island is pretty flat because I hate terraforming. He is cute. So this is my pirate house. It is for the ball leader from the Mighty Nine. This is how it's decorated. Raymond is also very sassy. Oh, and there are cockroaches because I had to do a bunch of time traveling and I haven't gotten rid of them. So we have Avantika, Bo, and Ford in the main sort of room. Sassy cats are by far the best cats. Then we have the cat. You're just gonna see me running around killing cockroaches if I can reach them. Some of these rooms are a bit crowded. We've got Yasha. Haha, die, cockroach. Hey, AJ! So we got Yasha up there. I couldn't find a lightning monster, and the only lightning wallpaper that I could find had, like, buildings in it, which, ugh. Oh well, it's because I was doing a bunch of time traveling, and then we've got Not with or Veth now with all of her cannons, many cannons. We have the pirate stuff is so nice. It took me a long time to get, but it's real nice. Then we've just got a captain's bedroom with captaining things on the walls, like the hat and the coat. And I know I keep my treasure maps on the floor. Yeah, so this wallpaper with the, like, windows and the curtains is the pirate wallpaper. And this is the pirate floor, the big gold treasure pile floor. So you get all this stuff from Pirate Gulliver. And then this is the storage room. It has lots and lots of gunpowder because Veth, plus some rum, plus treasure. And then the last room in the ball eater. Originally I had just done this up as like a pirate house because I really liked the pirates. I want to do a tour of your island, AJ. So originally this section was going to be mermaids, but when I turned it into a pirate ship, it's now like crew quarters. So there's clothes and hammocks and boots. So that's the ball leader. This sunfish was given to me by AJ after I did a rant. And AJ heard my sunfish rant because I hate sunfish. They are the most ridiculous of fish. And so she sent me this sunfish to remind me every day of how angry sunfish make me. We have some like moon cultists, because necromancy. This is my main house, which I've done up to kind of be like the Briarwoods. It's also still like a part of my goth aesthetic, because I love my goth aesthetic and I couldn't quite give it all up. This wallpaper. Nope, I'll get the right button eventually. There we go. It glows in the dark, so we're gonna let it glow and come up. I've changed to the floor recently in my creepy bathroom. because I like the Halloween floor. But this is where Lady Briarwood can sit in the bath and just scry on all of Whitestone. I thought about putting the pyramid in the basement, but I love the basement that I have. If I end up getting, because I gave away the pyramid that I had, if I end up getting it back, I'm getting the pyramid again. I'm gonna change out my basement a bit. So this is just a bedroom. None of them, oh no, I do have houses with kitchens now. Originally, none of my houses had kitchens. See, the wallpaper glows. Glowing. That's the Halloween bunting. I have all the Halloween stuff if you want it. I think that's... Is that Annie? I'm not sure. This is just a sacrifice room. Because everybody needs a sacrifice room. Hi, Annie. I've got all the Halloween recipes, so I can make you Halloween bunting. Well, you just have to time travel and do all the Halloween stuff. It's super fun. There's lots of really cool work. You'll get to see, I have an area of Halloween stuff. So this is my basement. It is a portal to hell. I'm thinking about putting the pyramid in here. If I get it, I might replace the well. But, yeah. And then we have the attic, which is the dungeons, which I know shouldn't be in the attic, but I've only got so many rooms. So we have bodies, and blood, and torture stuff, and a mummy. Mummy. So that was my creepy goth house. Hello! I'm not sure who that is, but hello. So, this is I moved my campsite, and I got inspired by when Caleb did the programmed image, and I can see it. So I put up a whole bunch of photos of different villagers to be kind of like when they're in the dome with the programmed image. Then we've got, up here is my magnificent mansion for Scanlan. So I have Grizzly's up here because he's my trinket, and Nox is up here because of the chickens that were originally in the mansion as food. So for our main room, we just kind of have musical instruments. Let's go downstairs first. Still, so many cockroaches. Time traveling, this is the big downside. So this is for Grog. This is his sandpit, and I love that when you run on the sandy floors, it leaves footprints. Yeah. And I had to put in a football for Travis. Upstairs. It is a satisfying crunch. We have the dining room with Vex's kill the cockroach. Vex's broom is on the wall. And then there's a bunch of art, because I couldn't just have a picture of Scanlan. Because I ran out of custom codes. They don't give you enough. And I was hoping when I originally made the extra accounts, I was hoping the extra accounts would give me more codes. That is not the case. Nintendo was on to me. This is Percy's workshop. So we have science stuff and electric stuff and tools and plasma balls, because it's Percy. So this is kind of a mix of Whitestone, Grayskull Keep, and the Magnificent Mansion. This is the room I am most proud of. This is Scanlan's bedroom. So we have candles everywhere, and the purple lights and the heart. Cause Scanlan, he is a classy bitch. And then the last room, I couldn't have a room for the Mighty Nine, not the Mighty Nine, Vox Machina, without a treasure room. So this is Vex's treasure room. Guarded by Trinket. Oh, I killed all the cockroaches. Yay! At least in this house. I didn't realize just how big the giant teddy bears are. They're very big. That is one of 2 trinkets on the island. You'll see the other one when I get to it. So that's the mansion. It's not the giantest bear. So that's what happens to the giant teddy bear when you put him inside. I've got one that's outside, and it is huge. So this is my museum. It's just a cool little museum design. This is the Slayer's cake. So we have donuts and many, many cakes. And Tarian, Vex, and Pike. This is the birthday cake table. Oh no, I blew out the candles. We have donuts and other cakes. So these are custom designs for cakes and cinnamon rolls. And that's a Slayer's cake mug. And then these are the birthday cupcakes. Nom 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 nom. Let's go down this way. This is the Blooming Grove for Cad. So it's what I did with all of my gravestones from my Goth Island. We've got tea, and there are just bugs everywhere, and mushrooms and bees, because hello bees. And then this is just a little dedication to the Wild Mother with the lighthouse from Nicojanus. So many bugs. This is my bug and stone area. And mushrooms. There are many mushrooms. Oh, I skipped over the Xhorhaus. As you can tell, this tour has no particular route. We're just kind of running around. Exactly. I'm Grog. I have an intelligence of 6. I know what I'm doing. So the first room in the Xhorhaus isn't actually in the Xhorhaus. I've done it up to be like the inside of the dome when they're all camping and stuff. So there's sleeping bags and cushions and a little frumpkin. I have 4 accounts on this. There are 4. I needed 4 houses. So there's the Briarwoods house, the pirate house, the mansion, and then this one. 4. I needed the houses. So this is the top with the tree, and there's a picnic, and Caduceus looking after all the flowers. And a cupcake, because Jester leaves cupcakes everywhere. Then we have... I think this is Caleb and Veth's room. So it's a library. There's cat scratching post for Frumpkin, and Caleb's desks and the bookshelves, and then Beth with her alchemy set. Doing. So the cupcake is the birthday cupcakes, and I just dropped it on the floor, kind of like a mushroom. And then we have Yasha's room, which is full of flowers, and then the mural that Jester painted for her, and there's her harp. And I figured that she probably sleeps. She doesn't feel real comfortable in a soft bed, so I've given her a hammock. But there are flowers everywhere. And then we have the only kitchen I've done in any of my 4 houses. Because Caduceus likes to cook. We have a kitchen. It's not a super exciting kitchen, but it's a kitchen. Caduceus is not a super excitable person, it's true. And then the basement in this is the hot tub room. With Bo and Yasha, and the cloud floor, because it looks like mist. And then if we go this way, this is my residential services. I couldn't work out what to do with it. I didn't like it just being open, so I've like closed it all in with waterfalls and flowers and we just have some like random wilderness. So we have, this is my farm for the Cows and Consequences episode. There's pumpkins and cauliflowers. This is where Patty lives. There are sheep. Then we have the wedding of Vex. Yes, you can grow pumpkins now, Annie. This is the wedding of Vex and Percy, because it was on the beach. The cauliflower is just the white mum cushions. They look like cauliflowers. And this is the wedding. And this is what the giant teddy bear looks like outside. He is huge. So huge. Gigantic bear. Yeah, so the cauliflowers are the white, the mum cushions colored white, but they look like a cauliflower. Nope, that is the giant teddy bear recipe. So that is, I think, the biggest bear. There's Raymond. He takes care of the Cobalt Soul. So this is my little Cobalt Soul reserve area. There are bookshelves and desks. And in here is Bo and Taylor doing some research. Then we've got, this is where Molly lives. So I've done up a little circus for Molly and Yasha. And just behind them is where Rattle lives, because he's my frog person. To do with at the very start of the Mighty Nine, with the Nergalus. Then this is where my Frumpkins live. It's Cat Frumpkin, and who is Tangy, and Octavian, who is my octopus Frumpkin. And they're kind of surrounded by some fire and some orange flowers. We have the fucking Bora Bar from Rumblecusp. complete with sign and bar, with Bo mixing drinks and Yasha doing her thing, and some of the Traveler Con attendees with the drums. Then we have, this is the only part that's not strictly Critical Role, but it is Critical Role adjacent. This is Travis's Spooktacular, so it's just a bunch of the Halloween stuff. And this is where Lucky lives. There's the pumpkin carriage, and jack-o'-lanterns, and candy, and little puppies. So Annie, these can all be colored orange, white, and green, so you can color the pumpkin carriage white. There are zombies, there are witches, but you can color it sort of white and it looks like a Cinderella carriage. So this was the only area that's not strictly Critical Role, but I needed it. It needed to happen. When all the Halloween stuff got released, I was like, yes, this is what we're doing. This is where Marshall lives, who is my Sprinkle. So we got the Traveler and Jester having a picnic, and there's Marshall, who's ultra sassy, and there's Lucky in his little wizard robe. Oh, and this is the last thing that I haven't shown you. This is Rumblecusp. I did a volcano. So we have Jester, and the Traveler, and a volcano. The floor is indeed lava. And there is, on the beach there, some tusk tooths. But there we have it, my Critical Role island. It's taken me a while, probably about 2 or 3 months to get it all done. But it's done, and I'm happy with it. I need to do some more work on the beaches. I'm not super happy with those yet. But now I've got to think of what I'm going to do to my island next. Oh, I was going to show people where I got all of my custom codes from. Nope, that's the airport, Laura. So I'm hoping that if I go into here, it'll let me... Yeah. Did I favorite? I don't think I favorited them all. Give me just a second. I want to at least pull up the costume ones, because Cat is awesome. I have 2, 1. Okay. So.
1, 2, 1, 2. 0. 1, 1, 0. 0.
So Kat did all of the costume stuff that I have. Oh, except for a couple, I think. But she has some awesome designs. I used the shelf design. She's awesome, like, medieval fair designs. And then all of the, and she's done different skin tones for Bo, which is really cool. And Keyleth. It's so awesome. But I'll give you a look at all of the custom designs that I've used. So I have like donuts and cakes. I have like a level 1 Caleb. I have 2 of them. I have a couple of different Mollys. I did show Gilmore's. You weren't here. I can go back to Gilmore's in a second though. So I have Gilmore's, Slayer's Cake, I have Strong Draw Ale, the Vox Machina 99s. This was the one I used for Gilmore's. This is a version of the Path called Grave Dirt. I've got Lava. This was one that I did. The panel graphics are amazing. Then we got rugs and the floor in the mansion. I went through so many custom codes. So we've got back here, because AJ missed it, we've got the Invulnerable Vagrant, which has like Critical Role merch. Oh, I need so many more custom slots. And then we have Gilmore's is more of like a traditional magic shop. With armor and boots and books and stuff. And Gilmore would totally sit on this chair. I did think about just putting a chair randomly on the beach somewhere. Being like, it's the chair. The chair. But yeah, that's my island. I'm super happy with it. I really like the Blooming Grove. I have to come in here every couple of days and dig out flowers and pull up weeds. Yeah, the red pansies are left over from when I had my sort of goth themed island. I had them everywhere. And I haven't switched to them all out yet. Thank you for coming to watch. But yeah, Annie, there's so much Halloween stuff. So these ones here, those are Jack's head, which you get from Jack on Halloween night. And then the jack-o'-lanterns, there's a few different versions of them. There's hanging ones and sitting ones and scarecrow ones and stacked ones. Okay, well, now that this is done, I'm gonna log off, but thank you for coming on my tour, and I'm excited to think about what I'm gonna do next when I pull all this down and change it for something else. I have no idea what yet, though. We'll see. I have a few ideas. I just have to work out how crazy they are. I will talk to you guys all later.